My favorite thing about Chinese American food is the fact that nobody knows what the heck it is. So much of this cuisine is built on mistranslation. A lot of what I stand for and what I really enjoy about Chinese American food is freaking made up. Chinese American food in particular has this wonderful tendency of just absorbing different types of influences and naming things whatever the heck we want to name it. Crab rangoon, nothing to do with Yangon, nothing to do with Burma. Mongolian beef, nothing to do with Mongolia. Today we're gonna do a version of that Mongolian beef as a Mongolian steak with wagyu. Ridiculously beautiful, ridiculously marbled strip loin. We're going to be sous videing it. A lot of chefs are nervous and scared of sous videing wagyu. The sous vide doesn't stop this piece of meat from being delicious and flavorful. The fat can handle the salt. Salt wagyu a little bit more than regular steak. We're using garlic and onion powder, a mix. You can also MSG and sugar this, but we're not gonna do that today. This goes in. We're gonna build a sauce. You always get some type of brown sauce with your Mongolian barbecue stir fry, and that brown sauce is built off of oyster sauce, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, sometimes onions. That's where Mongolian beef as the dish, the Chinese American dish, comes from. Good color. In order for our Mongolian sauce to be flavorful, we're not cooking the beef into the sauce. We have to use a really brilliant beef stock, so it has that beef flavor. And this is our nice little Mongolian onion mix. And we have a nice clean pan to sear a steak in. Mongolian barbecue, right, is characterized by the fact that you can pick any raw vegetable and any raw meat and noodles and sauce and stuff and get them stir-fried together, kind of wok-to-wok style. That's the defining characteristic. Okay, just bringing this together. Hopefully get it to reduce a little. Here, sous vide steak. I like to cook wagyu a little bit more than you would just regular steak because the fat can handle it. You want some more fat to render. Mongolian barbecue context, all the meat is sliced, all the vegetables are sliced. This is a very Western style cooking a piece of steak. It's a Chinese American take on a Wagyu steak as much as it is a Wagyu steak take on a Chinese American dish. The problem of authenticity, especially if you're making what people call ethnic food in the United States, is if I claim to be a representative of Chinese cuisine in general, that would be a huge burden on my shoulders, right? In the name of diversity, in the name of like diversity that you cannot even see or perceive at any given moment, you have to just not take yourself so seriously. I'm a part of a generation of New York chefs that we're quite young and we skipped the whole line cooking thing by and large. We just decided to open restaurants because we saw that those restaurants could help tell a certain type of story. Sometimes that story is about our identity, sometimes it's a story about a region or a type of cuisine, sometimes it's a story about a certain type of business or how we like to run the show. Take the fat off. See, Wagyu. I kind of like seeing the whole cross section, but I understand some people would want to get this on a bias. This is snacks, so. Taste it. Good. In order to do that properly, you have to just be a little bit more chill and not be like chef as artiste, you know? It's delicious.